Hello YouTube, this is RAPTall here with another Wi-Fi battle. This time my opponent is VVMagnum, another YouTube battler. And this is a great OU match, a lot of fun. So here it is, and hope you enjoy. So starting off the match, my opponent is using a Jirachi. Now if you watch my previous battle with Team Navigator, he had a Uxie who had a trick Scarf lead. Now he also has a trick lead, but as you can see, different effect this time. It doesn't work. I wonder why. Wahahaha. Um, yeah, I'm holding a different item. If you can't tell what it is, I'll leave that up in suspense. But yeah, he keeps going for the trick. I think he had no idea that I was holding mail. And honestly, most people would be like, "What? Who actually would use an item like that?" It's a pretty non-standard item. But I really had no idea what I wanted my Gliscor to hold, so I figured, why not try it out? And hey, it worked, so can't complain. So he goes out into his Kingdra. I go out to my Snorlax, thinking it might be a special special attacker, but it's actually a physical attacker with Outrage and Dragon Dance. So I decided to go out for the curses. Now I'm trying out the Snorlax. This is in place of my Umbreon. I actually made him before my Umbreon, so I thought I'd, give him at least a little limelight. He does okay in this match, and honestly, I don't play him very well. I should have just gone for the body slam earlier than I did, but I was thinking that I could out stall him with my curses versus his dragon dances. Ends up not really being the case. I tried to rest, trying to do something, and tried. Oh, I was thinking he would get the confusion hex, but he has a Lumberry to break him out of it, so that kind of sucks on my part. Not a whole lot I can do. Now I'm just sleeping at this point. I know Snorlax is going to die, but at least if I can break his sub, that's better than nothing. As you can see, this is another curse set like the Umbreon. I wanted this guy to be cursed, and kind of why I made my Umbreon a curse set also. Um, on an interesting note, I looked at Smogon, and my Umbreon curse set is no longer posted there. It made me kind of sad. It's like, oh, they don't think it's good enough. Honestly, it definitely is not the best set that can be out there, but I enjoy it, and it's worked for me. Anyway, I break the sub, which is good, and he goes through Outrage, kills off my Snorlax, and at this point I'm like, well, it is what it is, not much I can do. He does get confused, and I just go out to Gengar, knowing I can take him out with a Thunderbolt. He gets Confusion Hacks first turn, which is really good for me. Oh, I use Shadow Ball instead of Thunderbolt for the stab. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He goes out to his Gliscor. I'm assuming he thought I was going to switch out here, because he goes for a Swords Dance, but I really feel like there's nothing that can scare me away here, so I just go for the Shadow Ball and 2-hit KO him. So his Gliscor does nothing in this battle, which is good for me, bad for him. Goes out to Infernape. Now, here, I don't know why I go to my Gliscor, because obviously he's the physical wall, not a special wall. And, I just took down his Gliscor really easily. And really, he might have Stone Edge, but, fighting move is probably his main source of physical stab. So I go out to the Starmie, so my Gliscor doesn't die. He goes for an HP Ice, doesn't do very much. I go for the obvious Surf, so he switches out into his Starmie. Now, I saw that he had leftovers, so I was thinking he might be a little more bulky, so maybe at outspeed. But in fact, he's faster than me, so either he wins the speed tie, because I'm a timid Starmie, but my IVs might not be perfect, so he might just downright outspeed me, which is fine. I go into Togekiss because I know even taking a Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, this thing can survive because it's not stab, and my Togekiss is bulky. I go for the T-Wave. Like the last battle, I go not because I want to flinch acid to death, because I know it has natural cure, but it's more just so I can get a switch in if it wants to switch, or if it doesn't want to stay in, I have a good chance of killing it like that. And I believe on this turn I go for the Wish, or maybe I did that the previous turn, I can't remember. But he's not switching out, so I guess that's good for me. That means I can kill him off pretty easily. And, oh, I did go for the Wish the previous turn. So I'm just air slashing him, and it's doing decent damage. He's flinching or being paralyzed, gets an attack in every once in a while, but that's really not a problem by me because I'm at full health and I could care less. So the Starmie dies, decides not to switch him out, which is alright. And I know an Air Slash is going to kill off this Infernape. Goes for the HP Ice. Once again, it does... Well, it actually does a decent amount. But once again, I don't really mind that because I know he'll survive and take him out with an Air Slash. At this point, I believe he has one Pokemon left, and that is his Celebi. Now, these things also usually have Natural Cure. I think that's its only ability, but since it can't switch out, I know if I Thunder Wave it, it is going to stay paralyzed, and that'll do that. And I hate Celebis. I don't know why. They piss me off. I could Flinch Hacks this thing to death, but it probably has Recover. So I decided to just switch out to my Scissor and go for the 4 times Bug Bite kill, which is exactly what I do. He recovers here. I just go for the kill with Bug Bite, take him out. That was a really great match, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Good job, VVMagnum. Go sub him. He's another great battler. I'll post his link in the description. And bye. See y'all later.